Hello, testing, testing, testing. Still not seeing it, huh? Still not getting any feedback on this. Well, I'm gonna try to use. Oh, hello. I think it seems like now my mic is on. So I guess this stream is shot. I'm sorry. I guess no one's gonna stick around for 9 minutes of quiet. Uh, it's just for fun. Kim, do you hear me now? Is that? Yeah. Okay. Well. Oh well. Thanks for confirming that. But I'll just keep on talking in case anyone skipped ahead to the 9 minute mark. Maybe we'll make a comment. Just skip ahead 9 minutes. Buying your first home at 30 instead of 40 is yes, thank you. It's worth $120,000. The extra decade gives you more time to build equity with every payment, more exposure to home appreciation, more years of amortization working in your favor. It's not just about owning. It's about how long your money has to grow. Earlier start, the more your future self benefits. So, like I was saying, just that extra 10 years in the market, not just the stock market, but the housing market is a huge benefit if you can get in, which is why, we have some good lenders who can just do the best we can to get you into that first home. Sometimes people say never sell your first home because that's the one that's going to do the most appreciation. And of course, like I said, the average age of the first time home buyer has just hit 40. But you know what? We talk to your lender about gift funds that can come from family members or just other loan programs that are available for first time home buyers or hometown heroes or just benefits that are coming in. Sometimes we bring people on to tell us about exciting programs. We do keep a lot of really cool lenders in our Rolodex. All right, moving on to the next one. I'm not going to go back and talk about other things I already did, but I am actually going to, before we get into this, sorry, I'm just pretty scrambled from that problem. I want to talk about our listing that we have in Celebration, Florida. Whether, like I said, take advantage of this market, take advantage of programs, get in sooner to home ownership than not. Huge benefit of home selection is, of course, location and community. And so very excited to tell you about this home in Celebration, Florida, 839 Lake Evelyn Drive. That is a 5-bedroom home that's walkable distance to downtown Celebration. I'll play the video and then I will share it with you. It's just had a price reduction to $969,000. And keep in mind as you're watching that there is a $10,000 buyer credit being offered from the seller that can go to maybe fixing up any things that would make the home move-in ready for you, or maybe just put it towards something like your closing costs. And welcome. Yes, thank you for watching. Appreciate that. Let's get into it. Awesome. So yeah, that is a single family home in Celebration, Florida, the Lake Evelyn neighborhood of town, with the awesome advantage of just that walkability. Like you just saw that zoom out of the lake, Lake Evelyn, aptly named. And what's so cool is you just go down that street, Lake Evelyn, you hit the corner, and you have an option. Once you get to the water, you can make a right, and you're heading toward these beautiful walking trails behind the famous East Lawn Street with the estates, where like some of those homes have like gigantic water slides in their backyard into the pools and stuff. And then, or you could make a left and take a wooded path into the famous downtown Celebration, where they were just having downtown festivals like the exotic car show, where they had like movie prop cars and Ferraris and Lamborghinis and McLarens and people cosplaying as the Transformers downtown, stuff like that. Oktoberfest, the fake snow that they do around Christmas, all the shops and restaurants. It's all about lifestyle at that point. So to get like 5 bedrooms, that is an awesome opportunity there. So yeah, it's right now it's vacant, and so real easy just to schedule showing if you or anyone that you know has been thinking about that downtown Celebration lifestyle. For 5 bedrooms right near to the downtown, that's a pretty sweet deal. So let's see what I hit the wrong thing. I am just going through it today. So we got this topic requested by, especially requested by viewers, actually. Some people just wanted some clarity about fee structures in like Central Florida and buying. And like some people, a lot, especially the first time home buyers, they don't necessarily know what's the difference between an HOA and a CDD in the community. We're actually thinking about doing a video, one of our like dedicated evergreen videos to explain this to you, to give you the power of education. So, but just for this article from Redfin, it just kind of especially lays out that the CDD versus the HOA comes down to purpose. HOAs are going to manage your community standards and the amenities that are offered to residents, while CDDs fund and maintain infrastructure for the community, like roads and utilities. And the fees are structured differently. Your HOA dues are often paid like monthly or even quarterly, like in Celebration. Pretty low one is Celebration. I think for single families, like 430 something a quarter right now. You average that out and divide it by 3 to get it in terms of your monthly. It's 100 and something a month for everything that Celebration puts on. But basically, there are some that are like annual. Like I know some on the coast. They're pretty small, and they pay them like once a year. HOA costs differ because CDD fees are typically billed alongside your property taxes as non-ad valorem assessments. So you can have both in one community. Many newer neighborhoods are including both nowadays. We're kind of like not seeing more of the new construction avoiding these. So if it's new construction in Central Florida, it's probably going to have CDD and HOA. But we also do plan to highlight not just a video that's on the difference between HOA and CDD, but also like communities that if you're trying to avoid an HOA, that's where you can get non-HOA communities in Central Florida. So that's something to hit the subscribe button to wait for. But yeah, basically just about what suits your lifestyle. If the location meets all your criteria, and then there's unexpected fees and rules, it's a common moment for buyers, and it comes down to 2 terms you may not fully understand: HOA and CDD. So no matter where you choose to live, having a clear grasp of these structures makes it easier to budget and anticipate costs. So understand exactly what you're paying for from the beginning. So yeah, we'll let you know, like when you work with us as part of our due diligence when we're your agents. We got to get all those disclosures right up front and go over them with you about, before you fall in love with the community, let's fall in love with the price of living in that community on a monthly or quarterly basis. So yeah, CDDs are like public entities created by local government to finance and build essential infrastructure in larger developments. So they could fund like neighborhood roads and sewer systems, sidewalks, that stuff that's like no fun that you kind of take for granted. Whereas like your HOA is the one that's trying to build a pickleball court in your community, or, you know, put on the pools and maybe even take care of some of the landscaping. That's nice when you don't inherit those costs. So they actually have a nice little chart about it right here on Redfin. If you actually want to pull up this article for yourself. HOA, the duration is ongoing for the life of the HOA, but the CDD may possibly end, like paying off like the road or something, you know, if it was a really expensive thing. So typically long term, but may eventually end. So yeah, it does. And so yeah, you keep it when you're talking to your lender about property taxes. Those property taxes often get factored into your mortgage, but just keep in mind that the CDD might be a part of your property taxes when you're thinking about your monthly fee. So you know, your taxes might be a little higher in a mortgage where you're getting into a CDD community. Something to keep in mind. Okay, and then so Virginia had sent this article that she was going to cover. I'll at least briefly mention it here just to give you some content now that we've got the audio back in the stream. Appreciate everyone tuning in. And of course, let us know if you have any questions, or thank you for watching, Krista. And yeah, let us know where you're watching from as well, or what you think of HOAs. I listened to someone go on a very passionate speech against HOAs that I was working with the other day, and it was kind of fun. You know, like I live in an HOA community. I do enjoy the value that I get for it. I don't pay. It's not a crazy amount, and you know, it does seem like it's lovingly managed. So hey, you know, but sometimes, hey, just make sure you're getting your value. Central Florida's real estate market trends more to a balanced buyer-leaning environment with more inventory. That's great to hear. It says, as summer gets closer, experts are getting ready for what they expect to be a busy market, with indicators suggesting a competitive landscape. Well, that's cool. Spring markets of peak Florida's home selling season. More people entered the market in April. We do keep to see, April through June is what they're saying, and I think that historically that does seem to line up. Looking for the right house to get settled in before the kids go back to school. That's often the narrative that we see when we got people talking about their plans for buying a home at the time that they do. We see houses selling when they're priced right. And when someone prices their home correctly, it's from the day one, it's like, it's kind of like going on a first date. It's a first impression, Kevin Kendrick said. He's a real estate agent. But we'd appreciate you if you called the number on the screen instead. And so basically, yeah, 15 to 20 showings in the first 72 hours. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you're getting a good buyer that day. Yeah, Lake Nona is a cool area, of course. We definitely show in there. Laureate Park, shout out. Some great stuff. Great little downtown area with amenities like Boxy Park. Great places to play some tennis, of course. But so this is really just going to be on like a neighborhood to neighborhood basis. Like, yeah, maybe the Zillow March report is saying that, you know, the median sale price in Orlando, Kissimmee, Standard, Metropolitan is, you know, seeing so it's 379,000 to 385. Average home value down 3.7% over the past year. So that's cool. And we'll definitely like evaluate things on a market to market, city by city basis. But like in a town like Celebration, Florida, I would kind of see maybe a little bit of the opposite trend. We're seeing some competitive prices. In fact, we ourselves have been representing buyers coming in with cash or offers or finance offers that are full asking price in order to secure the home. Like if it's good, if the seller knows what they got, it might not be so much of a buyer's market in at least that community. But hey, that's what helps to know like your real estate agent on a Central Florida, like they know it on a neighborhood to neighborhood, street by street within the neighborhood basis. Because we come together, we want you to get that offer that's going to make the most sense. We don't like come up to you and say we think you should offer full asking unless, you know, we are really using our expertise. You know, we hear there's another offer on the table, and we have ways to strategize with you as a buyer to get that down as much as possible for you, or as a seller to just kind of know, hey, you've got leverage right now, so let's take advantage of this. So very cool. very cool just to see, hey, it's like a zero-sum game. Like buyers are happy when prices are low, sellers are happy when prices are high, and as agents, we got to represent both of you. So we're gonna do the balancing act, try to make everyone happy. So one more cool thing that I saw, it says like downtown Orlando getting a new skyscraper, or what's a 37-story high-rise building that's like right across from Lake Eola. So this is something that's not like official, but it sounds like it's making some really good progress for the process of getting it proposed. 37-story tower with office space, residential space, retail space, as well as hotel space. So yeah, there's gonna be some. Apparently, it's been a good long time since like downtown Orlando had like a new condo building. So that's great to get some more residential opportunities. As much as we love trendy shops and cute little restaurants and boba tea places opening up. So right across from Lake Eola, there's this lot at East Washington Street and Roseland Avenue that has sat empty for years. And basically, this high-rise has gotten a proposal before Orlando's City Planning Board. And project's architect is a Miami-based Kobe Karp architect, interior design and planning, who builds throughout Miami and Tampa. And it kind of looks like a cool building. They don't have. I wish they had more pictures of it here. Here we go. Here, the Kobe Karp architecture. So yeah, it's just, I guess that they've made it as tall as they're allowed to make it, which is, I guess cool, just to make most of the vertical square footage. Elevate the downtown area. True signal that there's confidence in downtown Orlando that adding a 5-star hotel luxury residence doesn't only elevate, but strengthens our economy. So we'll keep you updated on that. That could be a really cool development to just add resident opportunities to downtown Orlando, and of course, add jobs and add lifestyle there. So let us know what you think of it, or if you think that building looks cool. It looks like a layered cake, like 37 floors. That's all I got for you. Sorry about the technical difficulties at the front. If you stayed with us, or if you're catching us live right now, appreciate your viewership there. And we have more videos planned. We've got great people on the team who are area experts in different parts of Central Florida. And we're all a bunch of Disney fans here. We want to geek out about the parks with you and everything that's new with Disney and Orlando and SeaWorld all the time. We're near to those places too, not just near Disney. And I will try to figure out why this is backwards, And I started the stream when it was muted, giving an awesome story about Fantasia, and how, even though it says Disney spelled backwards here, Yensid, that's what they named the wizard in Fantasia. That when Mickey's wearing the blue and white star hat, and he's trying to make all the brooms come to life. That's named after Waltz, as an homage to Walt. Yensid was the wizard's name spelled backwards. So that's what I thought of as a Disney fan when I saw Disney spelled backwards for some reason I don't understand on my screen here. And so, just make sure we got those Disney credentials here. They call me the Prince of Real Estate, Anyway, that's 27 minutes. Give you guys your evening back. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button. And we'll get on the path to 10,000 subscribers. Y'all take care. Have a good one.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.